All right. What's up, everybody?
No, I see. Just do your thing.
Okay.
What's up, YouTube? It's Eldoria Crow and Damon Draga. I'm gonna give it a little bit, let people jump on and talk. Let people jump on and wait a little bit. But we're going live on all of our platforms to talk about uh, wealth, money magic, and kind of like the misconceptions of it, I think. And just what I personally have learned how to obtain a, a constant flow of money, abundance. Now, there is a difference between fortune, abundance, and just like quick money. Depending on what your goals are, if you're trying to get a lifelong. Well, this is what we'll talk about once more people hop on is how. Now, I'm not speaking to say that I have a fortune because I don't. Fortune is people who have millions of dollars. They got a fortune. But that word fortune can be used in magic to obtain abundance and security and more and above. But when you're working with infernal beings, they're not gonna just hand you money. And that's the thing. It's like you see these Hollywood people out here saying, "Oh, people sell their souls, Satan, for the wealth and the fame." Bitch, that ain't true. That ain't true because there'd be a lot more people who are Satanists, billionaires, rich. It's not true at all. The uh-uh. You got to work for that shit, just like in anything. Osmodeus isn't gonna handle you his business. Here's a 20-year-old kid that wants to sell his soul. Here, I'm gonna give him a multi-million business because he sold his soul. Under my name, I run this business. These people work for me. What do you think's gonna happen? That kid with no experience, no maturity, doesn't respect money, wants to spend it on drugs and all and women. What do you think's gonna happen to his business? It's going down quickly. So these beings will teach you how to be a person who can respect and handle and learn how to negotiate money, which will turn into prosperity, which will then turn. No, there's a you got your money, abundance, prosperity, and fortune. That's the last one. Most people are out just stuck on the money, survival mode.
All right. Anyone jumps, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
But here I am, Eldoria Crows. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, this looks dope. Look at my skin.
That's awesome.
I look skinny. Yeah. So I'll give you a little thing here. What I got going on here. Okay. This is just a little thing that I do. I want to talk about um how money working with certain beings will help you with money and um if you're clever enough to understand their words. When they don't even speak words, they speak in riddles. You'll be lucky if you actually have a conversation with them. I mean, many magicians say they can have full blown conversations with demons, but I don't know. I've never experienced that. I've had them speak to me words. I've had them communicate with me in my dreams, but it's not like I can sit down and have a fucking full blown conversation with them. I mean, I could, I can do what they say channeling is, but I truly don't feel like it is authentically from that being. I feel like it is just my consciousness connecting to the consciousness of it. I like more of like the the surreal experience, which I've had, you know, not many times, but I've had it. I've had real connections with them. So that's why once I've had a real connection with an ancient being, it really changes your outlook on how you communicate with them. But I mean, communication through reality too, and how your life is playing out, and through dreams. But we're here to talk about money, and we all struggle with it at times, right? We're all up and down. Like this reality is meant for you to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and up and down. And once you realize that, then you can go for the ride and just enjoy it. Because you know that if you're down, you know you're going to be back up. It's the polarity. It's the laws of the universe. You're going to be down, but soon you'll go be back up if you continue, if that's where you want to be. If you want to stay down, you can stay down. But a lot of us, we crash and then we go up. We lose things and we go up. Just like the stock markets, up and down. Just like anything in this fucking reality, you go up and you go down. Now, what you do while you're up is what counts. Putting money aside, investing it, uh, making sure that you're okay. That's the learning part of a lot of this. But is anybody in my chat? I want to share this with Facebook community moderation. What is that? Anyway, yeah. So that's what's up, and that's what I want to talk about. So this is. Did he say anything to you when you were in that?
No.
No. Hmm. Oh no, babe, you need to find another seat. They left the blue chairs at the field that day.
No, 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 Austin Savannah hasn't. Why? Austin and Savannah hasn't. We have a
Why
one
are you
person.
saying no? That's my seat.
I know. I was just checking because you got up.
You need to find your own seat. Well, how are we gonna do that? You don't have another one of those?
No, I was just there's someone on live,
Okay.
so I was checking.
Well, here.
Here we go.
I think we can both share this. No, I think we can. Come, try. You got a skinny butt. Sit. Try it. Exactly. Right. So I just told my audience what we're talking about with abundance and the different levels, um, and how it works and how everything when it comes. I'll speak to your. Are you on live right now?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not recording because nobody's on it.
But record it
Oh,
so we can share it. Why would you?
well, it's recording in about five, four,
Yeah, record it.
three. It's done.
Okay. So
What's up, brothers and sisters?
we're on live
This
with
is
his
so
Google app. We have a community that you pay for, paid community. And that way we can filter out the assholes, people that we don't want in our community. But you're more than welcome to check it out if you go to the school app.
actually.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
can.
This is weird. We got three devices here with
We're going live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on my community.
so weird.
Community. So,
I should have. Oh, God. Let me.
so what's up, brothers and sisters on my school community and those who are following me on Facebook? Today we're going to be talking about, um, well,
Money magic
money magic
and
and
wealth
wealth and other
and
things.
abundance.
Here on the school community, we're going to be talking about also. uh, a monthly event that we're going to be doing for everybody here inside this
So he's
community.
talking to his people on his community right now. Okay, guys. So there's three different things happening here. But um yeah, so for the school app, I'm your special guest.
And yes, this is my special guest, Eldoria Crow, my wife,
And I know there's no one here right now, but this is gonna be recorded and posted. So
for everybody to see it that didn't come.
yeah,
So,
because first what I'm gonna do is address his school. We're gonna talk about his what we're doing in his school app so you guys can see if you want to join what we're doing. For TikTok people, welcome in. You're just here to witness what we're doing. What are you doing?
well, I was
Can you find
just,
another chair?
yeah,
Or just need okay. Get my
that's
pillow.
how I was gonna get the
Fine, get the pillow.
because I was feeling better like that.
Um, okay,
Cool, cool. Yes, I'm wearing a heart sweatshirt right now.
that's okay. We all know your little feminoids.
We all got that
Hello.
side. Hello.
Actually, the most masculine men are the ones who have that are in touch with their feminine. That's why he works well with Lilith because he knows he can. He's not gonna be. He doesn't have these.
Christopher. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Uh,
interrupt you. How you doing,
no, that's
Christopher?
not. You remember who he is?
I do.
Okay.
How's it going?
Okay, so I don't want to. I'm not gonna sit here and try to chat with him. I'm trying to talk. I don't care. You
Yeah,
guys can hop in.
if he's feel free to say anything you want, talk
If
to
I
me
could get to your messages, that's fine.
and communicate with you, but until then, we will just continue
We're
to.
gonna talk about some serious things, and this is about sustain being having a stable life and what that entails and how magic and working with beings on the dark side what they do in your life to have that and understanding how you're if you think that working with demons and devils that you're going to be rich and famous, that's not fucking going to happen. I mean, there might be the ones who do get that, but what I've noticed, because I've been in this community for a long time and I've been on this path for a long time, that's not really what it is. Like they will you need to learn how to respect money. You need to learn how to work for money and let money work for you. You need to understand people. There is just so much about money that comes with it where demons aren't gonna be like, ooh, a soul, I'm gonna make him a billionaire. No, I'm sorry. You have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
You have to work your ass off and be uh-oh, what just happened?
No, it's so sorry. It's okay. Don't worry.
You have to
It's
work
still alive. I'm just
you have
in
to
the
work
community.
your ass off to do this, okay? You're gonna see all of these practitioners out here that make a lot of money, but that trust me, they're working for it. They're not just sitting on their asses not doing something. So this is where the differences between money, money, fast money, abundance, prosperity, and fortune comes in, okay? Money, you need to learn how to have money quickly whenever you need it, okay? You need to know how to if you have nothing today and you can get money within a couple hours with your magic, then you're in tune with your magic. Now, that is something you don't want to have to do for the rest of your life. You want to eventually get to the state where you do a ritual once a month and everything is taken care of because of of the teachings of these beings, the connections you've made, the things you've learned on the path, how to communicate, how to negotiate, how to manipulate, how to get what you if you want something, you have to take it. You know what I mean? You have to take it in in this realm. There is if you you have to fucking take it, people. You can't just be nice and think things are gonna happen. Like things don't happen to nice people, unfortunately. Okay,
Mhm.
you get taken advantage of when you're too nice.
You do.
Um,
I can vouch for that. I stand by that shit too because
yeah,
I was way too nice, and
Mhm.
sometimes I'm still am too
Well,
nice.
niceness tends to lean on the path of being passive and allowing people. You thinking that you're being nice, but you're actually being passive because you don't want an argument or you just don't want problems. But what happens is you look like you look weak, and they know that there's strong personalities around us, and
Mhm,
especially, yeah, there's strong personalities. But so
mhm.
when it comes to money magic, guys, you have to do it consistently all the fucking time, unless you already have an amazing career and a job and you're making that money and you're banking that. Then you don't really, you just want to you want to protect it. So now you the only magic you'll be doing is protecting your money and wealth. But to get to that level, you're gonna have to bust your ass. So um like, for our situations right now, we're not doing as good as we did last year, so we have to bust our ass. We have to
Yep.
do a lot of magic, 3 or 4 spells a day on magic. We have to put in the work to obtain what we need to survive on, because we have a lifestyle that we like a lot. We like to eat out. We like good, nice things. And right now we're in transition, but we're also maintaining our lifestyle. I don't like lower level stuff. We've had tastes. We know what it's like to live good. So we're trying to maintain that, which takes a lot of work and magic work and working with a lot
It's
of
like a
different
fifty
things.
50%. Like, okay, so you do magic, you put in the work and doing magic consistently every day, or at least a few times a week. And uh had a point. What was it?
That you're doing magic once a week.
Yes, and then you also gotta go. The other 50 part is you also have to go into the mundane world and put in the work as well.
Mhm.
So the amount of energy so there's a saying, what you put in
You
is
get
what you're gonna get.
yeah.
So if you put in 50% of your time and energy in doing spells,
Mhm.
money and wealth and prosperity spells every day,
Mhm.
and you put 50% of energy and time of going out into your mundane world and to perform, or into, you know, do everything you can to get money and to keep that flow going, then that's 50% there.
Mhm.
That is 100% of you putting in the work and all the hard work that you need to do in order to achieve the shit you're trying to get.
Now, when you work with devils, they're going to teach you how to be like have a business mind, okay? And having a business mind has you have to be clever. You have to be clever, or you're not like, and you have to understand, if you don't fit in this, then you should just fucking leave. I'm sorry. You have to be clever in the way that you need to know how people are, and you cannot be taken advantage of, and you need to learn dark psychology. Okay,
Yep.
you need to know that everybody out here is here to eat, to take. They will be your best friend in your face, but in the end, they want what's yours. So you need to know how to protect that.
Hmm.
I have one really good who was a client who now is, I keep her in my circle very close. I consider her a sister, and I don't consider a lot of practitioners my sisters or my family, and he knows that.
Yep.
I don't trust any of you bitches out there, because a lot of
And I
you
don't either.
are greedy. You don't know what teamwork is. You're selfish. You're backstabbing. I'm not saying this to just anybody, but what I have experienced is I don't trust a lot of y'all, but there is a couple of them now that we've known each other, and they've done things to show how willing they are to help us in our need when we need. And I'm not prideful to say that there's times when we needed, like, we had we had 30 G's a couple years back, okay, from magic that we did with Belial. We got that shit. Okay, we were dumb and we didn't invest it the way we should have.
Yeah.
Okay. However, it's okay, because we know we can achieve that again, because we already had it. So now that we've had it, we know that we can get it, and we're going to do it again.
Once you get your first $20,000, the gateway's open. It's open, and it's like it's not going to be as hard as the first time. It's still going to be hard.
No, it's going to be harder.
Oh,
Well,
it's still
actually,
going to be hard,
they
but
say it's not, but sometimes in our, like,
I
in
think
every
it's more.
situation, depends on your situation.
Yeah, and I also think it's more of the mental trick too, because when you hear, oh, when you get your first 20,000 or your first thousand,
It's the hardest to make your
it's the
first 10.
hardest. Yeah,
It's the hardest to make your first 10. But if
yeah,
you,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
your first 10,
yeah.
and then it'll be easier the rest of the way. But That's like a mental trick. They're telling you that so when you do get 10,000, you're like, okay, now I know I can get more.
We've had it. You've had the opening. The door is open now. You've had a taste of what it's like.
Exactly. And
I've
once you
never
get
had a
that
taste of
taste,
being a millionaire, but
it's physical too.
once, yeah, it will be physical.
You get it?
But
It's mental, physical, and then
it's all of them.
yeah.
And the people that you have around you really
Oh yeah.
dictates your
Oh,
success, okay? If you have to be alone, if it's just you and your partner, be alone. If you have vultures, if you have to be a single person alone and obtaining what you want, then be alone until somebody matches your energy.
yeah.
If you're attracting losers in your life, then you're still a loser. Okay. If you're attracting abusive relationships and actually allowing that, then you're still
Abusive.
you're an abusive puppet.
Or you're
Like
attracting
you're
some inside of you is reflecting that
yeah,
towards
you
you.
need to
So it's always internal too. Like
it
not
is.
always, but a
I'll
lot of
itch
it
my
is
armpit.
internal. Um, so yeah, that's it's if you don't get rid of negative people in your life, if you don't get rid of losers, or you keep and then you don't say, you know what, this is enough, I'm getting you out of my life, then those type of people are gonna keep coming back.
Yeah.
And if you can't, if you try and you try to get rid of them, but you can't, then there's something inside of you
Yeah.
that they
You can get
reflect.
rid of anybody you want, and if you have to call the cops and put a restraining order, that's what you have to do. There's no
I'm not
excuse.
saying about that.
You can get
No,
rid of
no,
people
but if you try and try and try and they don't leave, and it's not like if it, and they don't leave, then that's most like a reflection of
because you're
yourself
allowing them in.
that you reflect from yourself,
Well,
right?
yes, and think
That's what I'm saying here.
yeah, and
So
uh-huh.
that's what I'm saying here. Yeah,
Okay, but I'm just trying to say
I'm
that,
not
like,
talking about the physical matters, it's something you can get rid of, but you might have to call the cops
yeah,
to
you
get
can
rid
get
of.
rid of somebody if you really wanted to.
That's if they're in your life, like
Yeah.
physically living with you every single day
So
or
then what
some
do you
shit.
well,
But I'm saying if you're
you're
trying
still attracting like, if
if
you're
yes, if you're
dating
trying to get rid of people, but you keep
attracting
attracting
it,
them,
then it's yes,
that's a
it's
better way to say it.
yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
If you can't get rid of people, but you attract these people to you,
Over and over
still over and over and over again,
and you
then
play a
it's a
victim
reflection of
and you
yourself.
play the victim,
That's the
but
point.
I
It's a
keep on
reflection of
attracting
your damn self.
because you vibrate on that fucking energy. Because I can tell you something, Queen Bee over here would never attract a piece of shit because, but you don't think that he or she is a piece of shit. You think that she's so fucking hot or blah, 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 blah. You're so toxic. You're not seeing the fucking parasites in them, right?
Got two viewers
You
here.
don't see the parasites in people because you have an illusion of glamour upon you where you think that because somebody is fucking appealing it's usually sex. This world is run on sexual gratification.
Hmm.
You see a beautiful hot chick and every guy wants to fucking bang her, but you don't understand that she's a fucking succubus or she's a fucking like she's gonna drain you, motherfucker, because you're weak, right? um Physical is just that, it's physical. It's a organic, it deteriorates. If you can't see past superficial shit, then you have a lot of ways to go, like, and I've been there. Like, who isn't attracted to like hot people? However, you will know that person's personality and aura and energy within seconds after meeting them. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to an attracted person. We're human beings, we're attracted. But once you get to know them and you see how they fucking roll, if they're fucking complaining, if they're bringing up their past, if they're bitching, if they're like so needy, these are the goddamn. It's so simple and it's
This
so
time.
it's like they're showing you who they are. People show you who they are. It's you who push it aside
Yeah.
and say, "No, no,
That doesn't
that
yeah.
person's so fucking hot. I want to fuck them. I'm in love." You know, me
You know, what happens is they make their decision, their choice, and their choice is I'd rather be
suffer.
in love with you and suffer this shit and be in this toxic situation instead of being in the positive one.
Yeah.
And that's the damn truth. You'd rather go have sex with this woman because you are still in love or because you just
No,
can't.
they're not in love.
I
That's not
said that
even.
sarcastically.
I was gonna say they're in lust. They're in lust.
Yeah, they're not.
Lusting.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
yeah, they're
In love
lust.
is
They
not.
can't control themselves. If they're lusting, they cannot control themselves.
Mm, yeah. They're just being. But
They're
anyway,
like, oh, I'd rather just lust and get what I want instead of getting away from a toxic situation.
yeah. So when I see it's like the same thing when I see people talking about astral fucking I'm saying graping because we're not allowed to say the other one, but you're getting actually sexually assaulted in your astral, then you're a fucking pussy ass bitch. Okay. And you make the people who actually have physical.
That's a big one lately.
Okay. And I'm gonna say something. I have been I used to have a succubus. I actually think it was a ghost. Now that I know more that I know now, it was not a succubus. It was a ghost. It was a fucking dead ass person fucking me. Okay, and I didn't know what it was. Because a succubus or incubus is something that you actually have a connection with and an agreement with. But there are ghosts out there that will take advantage of you if you are in the position. Usually,
In a weak position that they can take
yeah, you're
advantage.
like extremely horny at one moment and you're on drugs. Like my weakness was when I used to do cocaine a long time ago. And I was all coked out and I was horny. And cocaine is the worst drug because it allows parasites and low level what?
No, I'm saying that like
Oh,
allows parasite.
yeah, it allows parasites and like low level ghosts to attach themselves. And I was being and it's not that it was bad. It felt great. It was amazing. It was just that I had no control over it, okay? Um but yeah, ghosts can fuck you. Okay, guys. And a lot of witches do have relationships with spirits of the dead to do that. Um but anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to keep on talking about the power of money magic, and what we were talked me and my husband were talking about today is
Yeah,
if you don't have a job and you're a black magician, or if you're a witch or a sorcerer, whatever you're doing practicing magic, if you don't have a job today, your job is to do magic all
exactly.
fucking day.
Yeah,
If you have an excuse that I don't have candles, I don't have this, then you go to the forest, you go to earth, and you use the earth. Anything.
exactly.
There is no excuse.
No
And if
excuse.
you have excuses, then that's your problem, is you have excuses.
And you know what? You don't need any fucking materials. I mean, some shit looks
You do
dope as fuck.
you do to a
Some
certain
shit looks
point.
cool, right? If you don't have a job, you have no money whatsoever, and you don't have enough money to buy the
You
things
can't
that you
manifest the
want,
little things.
then you don't need it. And
Mm,
that's actually one of the most important things that you should fucking that you should take and learn because I have a theme. I have a theme here.
I think it's called an ath
A theme.
no,
Okay.
a theme.
Now,
Anthem.
this is very powerful when I work with it. I've used it from the beginning of my path, right? This is my literal weapon right here.
No, I'm his weapon.
And so the same way I can use I don't need this. I can
I don't
burn
think
this, I can
that
throw this
you're
away.
gonna get tagged.
You
Yes,
know?
because it's a fucking what it's
I can
again,
throw this
you're gonna
away.
fucking
I
thing
can
up.
throw this away. My point is I don't need this.
No.
This looks cool. You want it or you want something that's
You
like
can
it.
use your
You can
finger.
create one. But your fingers, your arm and your hands are the a thing.
Or just pure connection to your higher self. Like I've been in situations where if I've been homeless on the streets and I didn't have anything except for me calling out to my spirits to help me and guide me and open up the pathways. Like truly that's really it's your
You can
will.
do that.
It's your will. It
It's your
really is your
willpower.
will and
And
your
I'm trying to also teach is that tools, every tool that you can use is within yourself. God damn it. If you
yeah, I
don't
know
have
that.
candles and you can't get a fire pit, then you can also use a
Lighter.
flame inside yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can.
And you can
Yeah.
push that bitch
Yeah.
out in front of you.
And I'm gonna call my husband out right now because there's many times where he won't do certain things because he doesn't have the fucking materials. And because it's the truth. He's so stubborn, he wants to have everything prepared the way it was. And I'm like, no, you don't need that. All you need is your fucking your will of wanting that desire so bad that it manifests because you want it that bad.
And when you have the money to get the materials, then you can get them,
Then you get it.
which I did. So.
Yeah, you did. It's okay. But we're humans and we want to have the
No, but I used to
it's
have
the
that problem. I
it's
do
the
admit,
aesthetic,
and I
yeah.
take accountability and
Okay,
responsibility.
I'm gonna leave you here. Talk to everybody.
Um,
But I
yeah, no,
want
I
to
used to.
okay, wait. Keep on the subject of the money thing, and I want you to talk about who you're working with, the money magic, and what you've learned with even just being with me beside you, what you've learned about money magic. That makes sense.
Yeah, but me. All right, let me get off my feet here. Get up on this. Ah, yes. All right. So I was trying to finish this, what I was saying. So something underneath my foot here. All right. So listen, I used to have the biggest problem. I thought I needed everything. Actually, the problem I had uh was I convinced myself that I needed to do it the exact same way that the ritual said to do it. And the reason being is because I was so like obsessive. Like I thought if I did it the exact way that the ritual said to do it, and I didn't have the materials, so it wasn't gonna work. That's a bad conviction. That's weak in a way, or that's like at the time I didn't know exactly. Like I thought I needed it, and I wasn't satisfied if I didn't have it. And so I would not I wouldn't do the ritual until I got the materials. And that wasn't good. That was a big hindrance, because then it became some sort of obsession that I needed to do it the exact same way. I needed the candles. If I don't have the candles, it's not going to work as good as I want it to. But as I grew in my path, over and over again, I tested myself. I put myself through different tests and trials. I said, you know what? Uh, I'm gonna try to do something without any tools. I'm gonna do magic. I need to practice doing magic without fucking tools. That's what I told myself. I was like, I never do. I never do. And this is a real conversation I had with myself. I said, I never fucking do. I don't have the materials, don't have the money. So I have no choice but to do it now without any materials, or wait until I get some money, which I didn't know how long that would be. So, you know, the more I started to do it, that actually became my one of my favorite ways to do magic is without tools. It is one of the most powerful ways to do magic without tools. In my journey of doing it, I actually discovered unique things, unique methods that I've created to um to make things a lot to manifest things a lot more faster, more powerful. We got
Okay.
three people here.
I think I'm gonna go off my thing and go on TikTok. So I'm gonna
Okay.
end this now. Bye bye.
Yeah.